Alright, if you're a civil engineer and you're watching this, come closer. This video is for you. My name is Abel Gray Katuma from GREYTEST Design Console. This is my WhatsApp contact. You can reach me on this number or call me on any of these numbers, okay? Today I'm excited to introduce you to Protastructure 2026. I want us to walk through the software together. Let's just explore and see how it looks like. I'm just going to click on new project. I know a lot of persons have been curious. They want to see how Protastructure 2026 interface looks like. All right, so I'm just going to click, just give it a name. Let me call this sample, and I will click on OK. All right, so let's wait. So this is basically how the interface looks like. It looks more like the Protastructure 2025. But there is this very great feature that has been added, and I know a lot of you can't wait to have it. If I come to my modeling tab here, you can see the staircase. If I click on this drop down menu, insert by selecting area, insert by using two diagonal points, insert using endpoints. This is a very wonderful feature that I discover in Protastructure 2026. All right, so like as usual, we are just going to do something very simple. I'm not going to do anything serious. I will definitely not tamper with any structural member. I'm just going to use it as it is being given to me as default. So like I'm not doing anything serious. I will just insert it as it is. I just want us to explore the software and see how it works. Alright, so I will just insert my beams as well. Please be careful, this is actually not a real life project, so I'm not taking note of any of these cross sections here. I'm just trying to explore the software. So if this is the first time you're seeing my video, make sure you like, share, drop a comment, and make sure you subscribe to this channel so in order for you to keep having my videos pop up for you at all time. Alright, I'll click on OK here, and I'll click on OK. I just did the load cases and the load combination. I'll just insert my slab. I'm just going to leave this space, assuming here is for my staircase area. So let me have it like that. Okay, so like I said, if you are very familiar with Protastructure 2025, you will agree with me. Most of these tools here are very much available there. One of the most notable difference that I can say is this base plate here, and then it has a floor plan cross section here too, right? So and then there are some other few differences. As we explore the software, we'll get to find out. All right, so let me just insert a slab, but before then let me just insert a story. Insert story. Okay, what did I do? Story, insert story, and I'll make this 2 and I'll click on OK. Yeah, so I want to assume anyone watching this video, you are already familiar with Protastructure already. So but if you are not, I have done a lot of videos for beginners on my channel. You can visit it to keep yourself busy. Okay, so here now I'm going to staircase. Sorry, all of this is not something I really planned, so I'm just playing around with it. Okay, so far I will say I notice everything is working perfectly. I've not gotten any error. So okay, let me insert a space cross because I want to have, because I will also export this to Protastructure so that I can see how the steel works. So I will use a space cross here. I'm sure if you are been using 2025, you are familiar with this tool as well. Okay, it's loading. All right, perfect. This is what I want. So this is just a very simple model just for us to test how the software looks like. What next? Let me just do the analysis so we can see how everything works. Let me just do my analysis. So I have a steel model, I have concrete. I will do the analysis. All right, perfect. Our analysis is complete. We do not have any error message. Okay, that is nice. I know one of the most very important tool you all have been waiting for is to see how the staircase works. I'm going to demonstrate that now quickly. I'll come to my story one and I'll go to my model and I'll click on this drop down menu. So I can insert by selecting area. I can also insert by using diagonal points. So if I use diagonal points, it means I can let's say if I want this to go this way, I can as well achieve that. So it depends on however I want that to be. I will repeat that process. If I want it to also go straight, I will just click on this and I can take it straight, right? So if I click straight, I can select any of the staircase here I want to. This is the geometry, right? I can pick any of the staircase, whether it's a straight flat or a dog leg. So you can see this is a straight flight type of staircase. So if I click this point, it brings out this menu, allows me to specify the width of my staircase. So let's say my staircase width is 1200. The length of the flight, that is from here to here, means is 4750, and then the waist thickness, by right I should use 150. If it fails I can increase, but 150 is okay. Riser count, we have 9. So you can just follow based on whatever the architect gives you. You type it here based on the architectural drawing, so you can follow that to put that in order. And then this allows you to align your staircase whether to the left or to the right or to the middle. So you can see this is like a reference line that you are using. So this is like a reference line that you are using. So this is like a reference line. So I can leave it as it is. It's just to demonstrate how all of this works, and then this allows you to specify your dead load and then your live load. So if you click on this menu, you can see there is this. If you click here, a menu pops up for you automatically. So you can select whether for room, terrace, balcony, and whatever you are using, you can just select that. So if it's for residential building, you can just select residential, and that is that. So I can just simply click on OK. It will invalidate the analysis that I have done already previously. So I don't want it to affect that, because I want this video to be as brief as possible. So I will not want to tamper with the analysis, but it's like I have tampered. No, it's still valid. So I'm just going to take that process again, because I just want this to be as brief as possible, like I said. So I'm just going to insert this slab, this staircase. This time around, I'm not going to pay attention to the load. I will just leave it as it is, because I don't want to go into running that analysis all over again. So let's put it this way, and I'll click on. So you can see this is there to guide you. You can see we have that column there, we have a beam here, we have another column here, we have this staircase. So I will just click on OK. Invalidate. Oh God, the analysis result will be invalidated. I don't want that to happen there, because this whole staircase this load is on 0 already. Okay, I know what to do. I'll come back to that. Let's just go to story 0, and then so we can just test other aspect of this. So you can see, although this is also very available in the Protastructure 2025 as well, so it's not a new feature, drop / slab patch panel. So you can introduce a drop panel. There is this other very interesting tool on okay, let's just insert a part footing. Since we here, I'm just going to insert one footing, but then there's nothing really new about this. It's not a new feature, it has been there. So I'm just going to click on OK. So similarly, I can do that for this. You can insert, if it's a pile, insert a pile cap. I'm not doing anything serious, so I'm just going to accept it as it is, and then okay. So it's just to test to see what we can achieve with the software. Yeah, this slab patch panel allows you to introduce, it's like a drop, but at the bottom of the column, most especially for when you are dealing with like a wrapped foundation. I've demonstrated that anyway in my previous videos. I think I have demonstrated that in 2024 version of the Protastructure. You can check that out in my channel as well. So I've gone very deep into Protastructure. I've gone very deep into it. I've spoken a lot about it. So that is why I'm not really talking much about it at the moment. I'm just demonstrating, but I'm going to give you a very full insight on Protastructure 2026. I'm going to create a more intensive videos, talk more about the software, do some more in-depth tutorials on the software, just to guide you to be able to have a deeper insight on the software, right? So you have its sub-basement walls. You can introduce that for a sub-basement, very interesting feature as well. So the software is good so far, as you can see. Anyway, I've been able to achieve all the basic things I really want to demonstrate on this software, and it has been an interesting one, I must say. So let's switch to the story one. I've not gotten any bug on this software so far, so I will say it's interesting. I will just introduce my staircase. This time around, I don't really care if it's going to invalidate my analysis, but I will be going to take this to Protastructure first, so that I can. The reason why I don't want to rerun that analysis, it will take time. I wouldn't want to go through that process anymore. So let it just take me to Protastructure, so I can open the steel. Let's see how it looks like. I will also open the Prota detail, and let's see how the interface also looks like, and then we'll come back and do our staircase modeling. So I know it's going to invalidate my analysis, but I don't want to reanalyze it anymore. I just don't want to take that time, right? So if you already love what you are seeing, make sure you like, share, and drop a comment, right? And make sure you also subscribe as well. The 2026 for the steel, I believe the interface looks very similar, although I want to assume that there are some more features that are not there in the 2025. Anyway, I've not really explored it much, so I'm sure there are more features that for now I will not be able to tell until I use it proper on a real project. So but for now, 2026, I would say is highly recommended. I can recommend it for you, that you should get it. So let's go to Prota detail and see what we have there, if there be anything that is very good, that is new, aside from what we already know. So our detail is opening in the background. While that is opening in the background, let's try to let me be sure it's opening anyway. Let me click on it again. I believe it's loading. So we rarely have issues with detail, Prota detail. I'm sure it's going to open. So, but then let's okay, okay, good, it has opened. So I know one of the major problem people have with Protastructure is the steel. As you can see, this is working perfectly. So let's test the steel. The detail is also opening in the background, so let's just wait as it opens up for us. I don't know if that is done already. Okay, still loading. So since that is loading, let me just go back to my staircase and Okay, I think it's almost ready. I will auto generate as usual. You know how we do it. I will just auto generate. I will just draw. Let me just quickly look at what we have on the detail. Quickly. If there be anything really new. Okay, before even as this is loading, let's just continue here and insert by using two diagonal. Right, let's go with this. So at this moment, even if it invalidates my analysis, no problem. I am cool with that. Since I already have tested all the necessary things I would like to test on the software. So I will just insert my staircase, click the first point, click the second point, click the third point for your straight flight, and then you insert your tread width. I will say 1200. So I will align it to the left, and I will click. You can also reverse the direction, right? You can see that has been reversed. Similarly, you can take it back however you want it. You can, just invalidate it, no problem. So you can see our staircase in our model, but let's say I don't want this type of staircase. For example, I can as well insert any type of, based on the template what I have there on the background, I can use any of them. So let's say I'm inserting by endpoint. So this means that you can click multiple points around that particular region you want your staircase. Although this is very too large for staircase area, but for the purpose of just exploring the software, we can manage this for now. So I will click enter, or right click, and then I can select any shape. So let's say we are going with the U shape. So I will click first point, click my second point. Sorry, I think I made a mistake. Click this point, click the second point, click this point, and then click this point. Right? So that has been created. You can see from the preview here. So if I click on OK, boom, see that has been created for me. So this is one of the most interesting part of this software, I must say for a fact. A lot of persons can't wait to have this software because of the staircase feature that has been added. I know in the previous versions, a lot of persons have to keep doing all of those model manually and all of that. Now you don't have to go through all of that stress. You can just insert your staircase automatically. As you can see, just follow the path and it generates your staircase for you automatically. So similarly, just like we did for this, you can as well click your endpoint, click first point, click second point, click third point, click, and then this is our fifth point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so let's say we have an L-shaped type of staircase. So I think this makes more sense. This kind of. So similarly, just like we did for the what they call it, the straight flights, you can as well play around with this here. You can play around with the waists. This waist is very important. Then the flight length, definitely just follow exactly what the architect gives you. But the width, you have to specify that. The width is also what the architect gives to you. You have to follow it. So let's assume it's 1200. Landing thickness, you specify that as well as the engineer. You design that. If it passes, you go with it. If it fails, you specify another cross section. Let's just say all of this is perfect. Like I don't want to rerun that analysis again, so you can do that on your own. If you are watching this and you have this version, just go through it yourself and play around with it. So for this part that extends out, you can as well change that. So if I click on this staircase, I can come to the property. It will take me back there. I can simply just reduce the flight to, let's say, 4,005, right? Similarly, I can reduce this as well if I want to. Okay, let me leave this for 5,000. You can see the preview. It shows you exactly what is happening on the model. So if it's exceeding, this is 4,750. Let's see. Put it this way. So I can simply click on OK. Let's see. That has not. So you can just take your time and play around with it until you have what you want. So I'll just click on OK and assume everything is okay. But you and I know it's not okay. But like I said, the essence of this video is just to show you some of the key features that have been added into Protastructure 2026. So I believe there are some more features on it, but I have not explored it. I'm sure this slab thickness, if I strip it, is going to fail. So, but let me just see if I can do a little edit on it. So let's come to the properties. Come to this thickness. I'll change it to, let's say, 150. Slab strip here. That has been, oh sorry, I'm supposed to switch that to y-axis. Anyway, like I said, I just assume everyone watching this is not a newbie. Alright, so I will create a floor plan section, so you can cut a section. This feature is not entirely new in Protastructure. It's very much available what they call it, very much available in Prota detail. So you can cut a section in your Prota detail. So it's not really entirely new. It's not a new feature on the Prota detail. It will as well even show you the reinforcements, right? So but that is that. You can do that better on Prota detail. Here you can see you can also introduce your base plate. So but our columns here are not I sections, they are reinforced concrete. So assuming we have a I section, we would have introduced a base plate here just to demonstrate that for you. But so far so good. You can see, I'm sure you are very familiar, we have a composite slab that is also very much available in Protastructure 2025. So if you are still using 2018, 2021, 2022, you are very wrong. You are missing out on a lot of great features on Protastructure. Protastructure are working tirelessly to give you the best results. So with this, you can achieve more compared to when you are using a very low version. So do not be deceived. Protastructure are not the same. So the higher the version you use, the better what they call it, the better result you are definitely going to achieve. There are a lot of key features on the software that we have not explored yet, but my next videos I'm going to show that. So I'm just going to make sure that I save my project, right? So there is something very important that I noticed in Protastructure 2026. I noticed, although according to the review I have gotten so far by many people who have used it, they said when you click on this open, it doesn't really open, and I don't know why it is so. But another way you can go around it is just do your entire analysis, do your entire model properly, make sure everything is correct, and then make sure you don't always close the project. Don't always close your Protastructure. You can just minimize it and close your system without turning it off. So if you minimize your project, it will always be there. Sometimes if you want to come back to your project easier and faster, what you need to do is to come to your BIM. You can export your drawing, your entire model as an IFC file. So if you export it as IFC, you can click on export. So this is my IFC file, is sample, right? So please pay very close attention. For as many of you that will get the Protastructure 2026, you may have this challenge. So I will close the Protastructure. I will try to open that Protastructure again, and you will notice obviously the problem I'm talking about. So if I open this Protastructure 2026, so just hold on as we wait for this to open. So I can simply just close this. We have tested it, it's working perfectly. I don't want to keep this so it doesn't slow down my system. So let's wait for it. So the Protastructure is opening all over again. So if this is the first time you are coming across my videos, I have covered a very wide range of design in architecture, both in 2D and in 3D, like softwares like Revit, SketchUp, rendering softwares like Lumion, Twinmotion. We've covered mechanical electrical service drawings on this same YouTube channel, and we've covered road design, we've covered structural designs as well on this same YouTube channel. So I will encourage you to visit the channel and keep yourself busy. So this is where what I am basically talking about. If I click on this sample, you will discover that it will not open. So this is one of the biggest challenge with this Protastructure 2026 that I personally have discovered. So and generally I think it's a general problem for now. According to the reports, they are working on it. Probably on the new updates, this challenge will no longer be there. So but for now, this is another way you can go around it. But make sure you run your analysis before you close your project. Make sure you have done your analysis and don't always close it. You can just minimize it, right? Once you are working on any project, make sure you do not close it. Just minimize it, because coming back to open it like this is going to be a challenge. So but there is another way you can go around it, but it's very important not to close it. So if I click on new project, this I would name it sample, and I will underscore, let's say 01, right? And I will click on OK. So but I'm still trying to open this job that I have worked on. So what I will do is I'm going to import it back into this as an IFC file, right? So let's wait for it. as it loads. So as you can see, this is a very blank, empty window. There is nothing that has been done here. So all I need to do now is to come to my BIM and I will click on import IFC import. So I'll click on browse. I already know where my job is, so it's on sample folder. I will go to sample, this is it. I'll come to export. So this is the IFC file, and I'll click on open and I will click on import. So automatically it will import the entire project into this window for me. So this is one way to go around it for now, but I think everything in Protastructure 2026 is working perfectly as we have demonstrated. So if I click on close here, I'm sure it has opened in the background. So let's wait for it as it loads. Okay, it's still loading. Good. So we are here. I can click on view, click on 3D physical model. The staircase has disappeared. I want to believe it is because we did not run that analysis, so it's gone. But you can just put back your staircase, but every other thing in our model is still intact. So I can click on view and I'll click on tile vertical. So we are back to my project. So everything is back in order as it were before. So I will encourage you always not to make sure not to close any of your design. Once you start working on a project, make sure you run your analysis, finish it before you close it. So the best thing to do is just to, you can just simply minimize it. Your system, you don't have to always off your system. You can just put your system on hibernation. You can just put it on sleep, and then once you come back, you can continue on your project. So that's the best advice I can give you if you want to use Protastructure 2026 for now. And if peradventure you close your model and you want to go back to it, you can always export it as an IFC and re-import it back into the Protastructure as an IFC file. If you love what you are seeing, make sure you like, share, drop a comment. Before I forget, my name is Abel Grey-Kantoma, and I'll see you on the next one. Follow for more.